Hi, I'm Brian from Hypnotherapy Changeworks. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, psychotherapist, and NLP master practitioner. I'm also senior lecturer at CPHT Hypnotherapy Training in Brighton as well. So you might have heard by now it's Mental Health Awareness Week this week. So each day I'm doing a free live session on Facebook Live just to help you to relax, help you to feel calm and feel better within yourself. As I've stressed each night, this isn't therapy. We do a lot more in therapy. This is just a guided relaxation for you. And also each night, I'm going to be picking up on a theme related to mental health and just explaining a little bit more about that. So on the first night, we talked about kindness, which is the theme of the week for Mental Health Awareness Week this year. Last night, we talked about anxiety. And today, I want to talk about depression. So depression is the predominant mental health problem in the world and the second leading cause of years lived with a disability worldwide. Depression symptoms might include things like a deep level of sadness, pessimism, loss of interest in things that was once really pleasurable, things that you really enjoyed, trouble sleeping, you might eat more, or on the flip side of that, you might eat less. It might cause you to lose your appetite. Often it can come with intrusive thoughts. There's lots of other symptoms as well, but they are some of the common ones. So when we are depressed, we lack a chemical called serotonin, which is produced naturally in the body. It's our body's natural happiness hormone. Now, here are three things that I want to give to you today. Three things that you can do to help your body to produce more serotonin. These are three things that I get all of my clients I work with. When I see them in the clinic and at the moment as I'm seeing them online, we always talk about these three things that you can do that helps to produce more serotonin, the happiness hormone, and therefore make you feel better. And I do this whether you're suffering from depression, anxiety, OCD, and a whole host of other things. Because the more serotonin we produce, the more better we feel, and the more positive and good we feel, the more we're able to take control of our lives. So the first one is have more positive interactions. Now, I'm aware we have got restrictions in place at the moment, but that doesn't mean that we can't connect with people. Things like through Facebook, you can do Facebook Messenger chat, Zoom. Everybody seems to be on Zoom at the moment. Skype, of course, FaceTime, all of those things. Or just a good old traditional phone as well. Of course, that still works. So having those positive interactions, I know being social might seem like the last thing on your mind if you're depressed. But believe me, it will lift your mood if you do it on your terms. So finding those people that always make you feel better when you've chatted to them. So more positive interactions, first one. Thing number two is to create more positive thoughts. And again, this might seem like a kind of bit of a pie in the sky thing if you've got depression. But of course, it's not about always being positive. It's about trying to notice those little things in life that are still good. And you know what? It doesn't matter how big those things are. They can be really, really small. Notice those times when you feel a little bit better than you normally do. Because in doing that, in recognizing these things, it gives you another shot of serotonin. Both in the moment, perhaps, as well, if you didn't recognize it at the time, but also if you're reflecting at the end of the day on what's been good. That's another thing that I get people to do. Keep a positive diary of, maybe 3 or 5 things that have been good that day. And the third and final step is take some small but positive actions. These don't have to be conquering the world. It could be something as menial as making your bed. And when I say menial, by the way, I don't take that for that lightly, that if you've got depression, making your bed is a big challenge all of itself. But everything that you do is an achievement, no matter how small it is, and it will help you to move closer to that happier life. So start small, start really small. In fact, start small and then go smaller if you need to. That's absolutely fine. Each thing that you achieve, though, will give you a little hit of dopamine, which is another positive chemical, our reward chemical, and serotonin. And you can build from there over time. So as I mentioned, you're not alone in this. It's really, really common. Talk to somebody about how you're feeling. It could be a friend, it could be a support group or a therapist. It will help you feel better. And it's one of these things, particularly in men, but it's also relevant for women. I think often we keep it bottled up, and believe me, that's the worst thing that you could do. Reach out to somebody, just let them know how you're feeling and see if there's some help out there for you. Okay, so I think that's everything that's covered for today. It's given everybody time to realise that we're live and get on the call. So I'd like you to just make sure that you're somewhere safe for me, somewhere where you're not doing anything else at all, particularly not driving, definitely not operating machinery. Somewhere where you can just relax for 15, 20 minutes or so without any other demands on you whatsoever, because I just want you to have a lovely relaxing experience, and you will. So get yourself somewhere nice and comfortable, and you can adjust your position now and make sure that you feel perfectly at ease. And I'm just going to bring my mic a little bit closer, I think, so that you can hear me a little bit clearer. Okay, so get yourself nice and comfortable now and close your eyes, and just know that you can notice the sounds from outside the room as well as inside the room, and those sounds from outside the room need not disturb you, other people going about their daily business. In fact, if anything, it'll just remind you that the world still safely turns while you continue to relax more and more. And that helps you to feel really comfortable, knowing that the world continues outside while you take this time for yourself. So as you take this time for yourself now, I'd like you to just take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and notice which one is cooler, the inward breath or the outward breath. And you can continue to breathe slowly and steadily for me now as you think about the top of your head. And many people don't realise that the tension often starts in the little muscles of the scalp. So I want you to think about those little muscles in the skin of the scalp and just allow them to let go and relax. Now all the muscles of your face, you can just let them go slack. Your forehead and your eyes and eyelids, the cheeks, the mouth and the jaw muscles. And you know it's a wonderful feeling when you let your face totally relax, because you can actually feel the skin settling and smoothing out. It's a lovely feeling, and it might mean that your mouth opens slightly, but whatever's best for you, just let that happen. Unclenching your teeth and relaxing your tongue, because the more you physically relax, the more you can mentally relax. Thinking about your neck and your shoulder muscles now, and down into the tops of your arms, letting all tensions drain away as you think on down through your elbows, down into your forearms, down through your wrists and into your hands, right the way down into the very tips of your fingers and the tips of your thumbs. Just letting all of those muscles let go and relax. And now just thinking about your breathing, noticing that you're breathing even more steadily, even more slowly as you relax more and more. So you can let any tension in the chest area simply drain away. As you think on down to your stomach muscles, letting those muscles relax too. Thinking down into your back now and the long muscles at either side of the spine. Just let those muscles relax. And down through your waist. And down through your main thigh muscles. As you think on down through your knees, down through your shins and your calves. Just allowing all of those areas to relax and let go. That's right. As you continue to think on down through your ankles, down through your feet, down into the very tips of your toes. All the muscles of your body beautifully relaxed and easy, very lazy. And now you're so beautifully relaxed, with nobody wanting anything, nobody expecting anything, and absolutely nothing whatsoever for you to do except to relax. And I want you to just let your mind and your imagination drift for me, feeling lazy, feeling easy, and feeling comfortable. And I want you to imagine that you're standing on the terrace of a lovely old house. Now, I don't know what type of house it is. Perhaps it's a stately home, or maybe it's a country mansion. Whatever's right for you, that's just fine. And there's a gentle breeze playing against your skin. As you look around you, you notice an elegant marble flight of steps. 10 broad steps leading down into a wonderful, beautiful sunken garden. A garden where you sense such peace, well-being and comfort. Make it really vivid in your mind now. And in a moment I'm going to count down from 10 to 0. And as I count all the way down from 10 down to 0, I want you to imagine that each number is a step down on this beautiful staircase. A step down towards this beautiful garden. And each step you take is another step down into deeper and even deeper levels of relaxation, so that by the time you get to 0, you will be as deeply relaxed as you can ever imagine, while still being able to hear and respond to the sound of my voice. 10. Take the first step down now, relaxing and letting go. 9. Feeling more and more relaxed. No need to hurry. Plenty of time. 8. Moving down easily now. 7. Deeper and deeper. 6. Deeper still, your breathing becoming even slower, even steadier. 5. Really relaxing now. Just let go. 4. Becoming calmer and calmer. 3. Calmer still now. 2. More and more relaxed. 1. All the way down now to 0. And now you find yourself in this wonderful garden, and you can feel the softness of the newly cut grass beneath your feet, as a scent of masses upon masses of brightly coloured flowers just seems to envelop you. And there's a gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly in the stillness of the air. It's almost a magical place, stretching off into the distance, as far as the eye can see in all directions, with beautiful shrubs, tall elegant trees, and an ornamental fountain which seems to feed into a gently trickling stream. This fascinates you, and you wander to the edge of the stream and gently lower yourself down onto the soft grassy bank and just sit for a while, gazing into the cool clear water, marvelling at that wonderful sense of tranquility that sweeps over you, and listening to the faint sound of the fountain splashing into the pool that feeds this gentle stream. After a little while, you lay back on the grass and gaze up at the clearest of blue skies, and as you relax more and more, your eyes begin to close and you just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. And as you sleep, you have a dream. You dream that your whole body is becoming lighter, lighter and lighter, so light that you feel you must surely begin to float on air at any moment. It's a lovely feeling. And then you feel yourself just floating and drifting, gently borne aloft and supported by the softest of warm breezes. And you can somehow see through your closed eyelids that you're floating in a sea of colour, a warm sea of colour that relaxes and comforts you as you just drift now, suspended in warmth and colour that seems somehow unreal, and yet at the same time has a comfortingly familiar feel to it. You're aware of misty reds and orange, soft muted yellow tones, gentle greens and blues that seem somehow like clouds, and the deepest, softest indigos and violets that you could ever have imagined. It begins to dawn on you that you're floating in a rainbow, a magical rainbow, because in this rainbow, time and space doesn't exist in the same way that we usually know it. Maybe you floated there for just a moment, or perhaps for 100 years. Could be for a lifetime, or just perhaps the blinking of an eye. You could have floated forward in time to a time that's far beyond our future, or maybe back in time, back before your own lifetime. It gradually begins to seem to you that you might even be able to float here for just as long as you wish, with this wonderful relaxed feeling, just floating and drifting through this magical sea of gentle flowing colours, where time seems to be suddenly of so little importance. I'm just still pondering on these thoughts when you feel yourself beginning to float gently downwards, lower and lower, softly sinking down through this beautiful rainbow, becoming even more relaxed, even more lazy, until eventually you realise that you've stopped floating downwards, and you find yourself on the shore of a tranquil lake. And you realise that this place is a pool of all knowledge, that whilst you are here, you are part of everything, and everything a part of you. And you find it so very easy, so very easy to open your mind and let go of any barriers to memory or learning. And your subconscious mind is giving you a new understanding of yourself. And it's confirmed that it's helping you to relax, helping you to cope so much better with life and giving you a confidence within yourself to deal with any situation that life has to offer. And it's this new understanding of yourself that gives you the power to make such vital changes for your benefit. And so now, with every day that passes, your confidence is increasing. The confidence of knowing that you're capable of doing whatever you set your mind to, with a positive attitude and a quiet strength. Now, more and more, you become aware of a transformation taking place in your personality, and you're adopting a more positive outlook on life. You believe in yourself more and more every day, and you're learning to act boldly, realising that you're fully capable of making the proper decisions and having the confidence to carry them through. So each day you become more and more secure within yourself. And with your new relaxed attitude both towards yourself and towards others, you realise that you are gaining control of your thoughts, control of your feelings and control of your emotions. And this gives you a tremendous feeling of satisfaction, knowing that whatever happens, you can deal with the situation in a calm and relaxed way. You know the key to good health is a calm and relaxed attitude towards life. Now you begin to accept life as it is and accept people as they are. So as you continue to relax now, more and more, with every day that passes, you feel better within yourself and about yourself. And this gives you the opportunity to become more aware of the wide range of resources which are yours, resources which are within you, which are there for your use. As you become more aware of these resources, then you become more and more confident too. And with these new resources, you know that you are directing your life now. And you know that life can bring good things to you. And in this way, you are happier with each day that passes. Anticipate happiness, and happiness is yours. And of course, you feel better each day because you are happy. So starting now, more and more, you will realise that happiness and unhappiness are due to your own thoughts and the way that you think about situations. And you'll be able to start to shift your thoughts and the way that you think about situations. You'll be able to start to shift your thoughts to the positive aspects and look at the positive aspects of living, enjoying each and every day. And you'll become more and more aware that if life situations are not the way that you always want them, then you'll work to change them without frustration, without upset or anger, without being bothered. You'll work to change the things that are not the way that you want them, but you will do it with a calm, peaceful mind, being at ease and at peace with the universe. You become more and more aware that everyone has problems in living, but you'll also be aware that as you continue to grow, that you can face any problems with a calm mind, with strength and determination to work to improve them. And when you cannot change things, you'll accept them calmly. You'll be aware that anger and frustration do not help. You'll realise that life is too precious and too wonderful to waste it on being bothered over little things and little annoyances. Starting today, you will work to change anything that is changeable, that you can change with peace of mind and without being bothered, without frustration and without anger. And you'll be less and less worried about the future, problems of the future, dangers of the future, which will never occur anyway. Most of the things that you worry about won't happen anyway. So you'll let the worries go and you'll enjoy the day. You'll let yourself go and you'll enjoy yourself as worries simply drop out of your life. While you ponder upon these thoughts here today, I'd like to share with you a story about a village that was in a very isolated part of the world. In fact, it was so isolated that they very rarely saw visitors from the outside world, and the people of that village had a secret. They had a magical painting, in fact. It had been given to them by a stranger back in the past, in a time before anyone could remember. The stranger had said, as long as this picture stays in the village, everything will go right for the people of this village, and the people felt quite safe having this picture. One day another stranger came to the village, and the people, being very hospitable, made the stranger welcome. They let him stay in the room where the painting was kept. And when they got up in the morning, the stranger had left and the painting had been taken away. Now the villagers were desolated. They felt their happiness had gone. Life could never again be the way they'd pictured it. They looked out of the window and the blue sky had turned dark, the trees had stopped blooming, the birds no longer sang, and they felt really quite sad. Then one of the young villagers walked over to where the painting had been on the wall and started to paint their own picture. They started to paint a beautiful painting of trees and birds, and then some others joined in, and soon all the people were cooperating making this painting. They all got so absorbed in the painting, and it wasn't until the first villager looked out of the window and said, "Look, everything is changing." And they realised the sky had become blue again, and the birds were singing again, and the trees were back in bloom. So now each and everything you do better than you've ever done before. And you approach each new task with complete ease of mind, knowing that you are relaxed and in the perfect frame of mind. Calm, relaxed and confident. Every day your confidence grows, and that means that tomorrow your confidence grows, and the day after it grows stronger than before. And as you practice being more and more confident, so your confidence grows and becomes stronger, as more and more your feelings of self-worth become strong and powerful. Each day with each new situation, whenever you need to, you take control. You calm your mind, disregard troubles, and then you are calm, relaxed, poised, competent and confident. You are your own person. As we finish this session today, you go forth into the world looking forward with a new and determined optimism. Because you are armed now with new knowledge, a new understanding of the person that you truly are, unique and special, your real self, confident in your own abilities to be true to those values that are really important, and to recognise what is false and what is inappropriate. And now you love and respect yourself for the person that you are, and you'll be happy with all that you do have. Yesterday is gone, and gone with it all the influences that could make it different. Tomorrow is but a myth that we can colour with imagination. But today, this very moment, all is real. And for this moment we live. And then that too is gone, either seized upon and enjoyed, or wasted. And you can choose too which reality is yours. And you will you not? And you can just continue to drift and dream for a short while. And perhaps if you're listening to this at night in bed as you're ready to go to sleep, you can just completely switch off, completely unwind and continue to drift and dream now. And ignore everything that I say from this point. Nothing else I say now is for you. However, if you're listening in the evening as a relaxation session, or perhaps listening back to the replay, and you wish to awaken, you can do in your own time, opening your eyes now, feeling wide awake, calm, relaxed, happy and confident. And just while you reorientate yourself, I'd just like to remind you that there'll be another relaxation session at the same time tomorrow, 7:30. And if you found this helpful and you've enjoyed it, please do share the replay of this so that all your friends and family can help to feel more relaxed as well. I would really appreciate that. And we want to spread this out as far and as wide as we can so that we can help as many people to feel calm and just help them cope a little bit better with the challenges of what's going on around us. So hopefully I'll get to see you tomorrow at 7:30. Don't forget, if you can't make it tomorrow at 7:30, you can always listen to the replay. I leave them up on the Facebook page, which is Hypnotherapy Changeworks. Give the page a like if you can, and you'll get notified when I go live, and you can find the previous videos on there too. And so go and enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a lovely day tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get to see you tomorrow from 7:30. For now then, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.